A diolch I Scott a Derek am gyflwyno'r gwobrau yna. Ymlaen ni at y wobr am yr actores orau. Behind many a successful film or television show is a great leading lady. And here to present the award for Best Actress, sponsored by Access Bookings, is a young actor who is just as convincing as Liverpool music manager Bobby Willis in the acclaimed ITV drama Celyn, as he is portraying David Bailey in the film Legend alongside two Tom Hardys. Please welcome, rhowch croeso cynnes iawn, I Aneirin Barnard.
Good evening, everyone. This amazing selection of actresses made contributions to their productions that were unrivaled this year and embellished their television dramas with some remarkable performances. Let's take a look at these nominations.
Jenna Coleman as Clara Oswald in Doctor Who Kill the Moon.
You make us your friend, then that is your moon too, and you can damn well help us when we need it.
I was helping.
What, by clearing off?
Yes.
Yeah, well, clear off! Go on! You can clear off, get back in your lonely bloody TARDIS and you don't come back.
Mali Harris as D.I. Mared Rhys in Y Gwyll, Hinterland.
Ti'n ôl?
Fi'n ôl.
Good. Mae digon o waith I wneud.
Rhian Morgan as Gwen Lloyd in Gwaith Cartref.
Hi at y chops, nedi. Ti fel peth gwyllt. Mrs Haddon Davies ar flaen y gard yn achub bro taf. Ddim taten ots gyda ti siarad o'n i'n teimlo. Y dwpsen bwl oedd wedi llincyr nonsens I gyd.
And the BAFTA Cymru Award goes to Rhian Morgan, Gwaith Cartref.
Wel, beth allai weir? Mae'r 5 mlynedd diwetha yma wedi bod yn anhygoel. Being a cast member of Gwaith Cartref has been truly a life changer. Such a joy to play, such a wonderful character, such incredible opportunities. Yn ystod y 5 mlynedd diwetha yma, wi wedi dysgu siwr I rolio joint, siwr I wneud victory dance, a hefyd siwr I berfformo fel Lady Gaga. Oedd bod yn aelod o gast Gwaith Cartre, fel bod yn aelod o gymuned, a mae'r diolch yn wir i'n cynhyrchydd annwyl Nora Osler am hynny. I would like to take the opportunity to thank Roger Williams for his vision, yes, he's here tonight, for our marvellous line producer, Alex Spiteri, for great direction by Rhys Powys and Andy Newbury, and for my lovely make-up artist, Vicky Owen, Vicky Bach. Diolch I ti, Vicky, am edrych ar yn hôl I, ac edrych ar ôl yn ffrind gorau, sef y wig. Diolch yn fawr iawn, a diolch I BAFTA.
Llongyfarchiadau mawr, a diolch Aneirin. Our next guest is an incredible writer whose way with words has enriched many of our most loved dramas over the years. Sgwennwr o fri sydd wedi dod â dramau yn fyw i'r sgrin dyledu dros y blynyddoedd sydd yn cyflwyno'r wobr nesaf yma. To present the Sian Phillips Award, supported by the Welsh Government, Llywodraeth Cymru, rhowch groeso, please welcome Russell T. Davies.
Hello everyone, and it is my honour to be presenting this award to the television director Lyn, the man who marvellously confuses English people just with his name. Great thing to do. His mum and dad are here tonight, Hailwyn and Lynn Jones. Was born in Cardiff, then they moved to North Wales, then they went to live in Swansea when Eros was 10. He went to Manchester University to study drama, tempted by theatre direction, but he soon saw the light. and was lured into the world of the bright lights of television. He did that thing of sending out hundreds of letters to people looking for a job, and one person opened the letter, one person answered the call and gave him a job. That was Carl Francis, and that was Eros's first job on something called Judas and the Gimp. And Eros started directing then. He did a short film with Rhys Evans, he did stuff at Channel 4, he did The Glass, and then kind of built up his career and his voice and his vision and his attitude and his skill. To great shows like Belonging, moving on to Casualty, and then now making his way into what today is like the greatest roster of television dramas you could possibly be involved with. And this year has also been very good for Eros in that he got married just over a month ago to Craig, and the ceremony was interrupted by a loud voice from outside saying it should have been me. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm not sorry. Best of luck to him. And it's hard to sum up Eros's talent and skill. I asked actually David Tennant. I said, what is it about him? David Tennant sent you his love and his message. He said actors love Eros. His sensitivity, his charm, his calm and his insight makes everyone who works with him fall in love with him. Each time he challenges me, inspires me and makes me feel I can do anything. I asked Eve Miles. She said, I've never forgotten Eros's advice to me. He is the director who fills me with confidence to take risks. I said, any more? She then said, that's 20 quid. Thanks. She said, pay me in wine. Bless her. But it is, I've been trying, you've had weeks to think of this speech, and I've been trying to think what sums up Eros, because it is quite an ineffable skill and talent that he brings to production. And I've realised in asking all those people who work with him that actually the key thing that Eros brings to a production is happiness, which is such a rare and epic thing to bring to a production. We've all been on set, you know what it's like. You can have a laugh, but it's hard work. Frankly, it is hard work. We're allowed to say that. It's tough. And there's so many stresses and strains on the director. But Eros, throughout all this, with his clarity and with his diligence and with his intelligence and his insight into the work, his reading of scripts, his understanding of people, which is all a reading of script is, understanding people, brings a happiness to the set. The producers are happy, and that's rare. The actors are happy. There's a genuine happiness about the production that allows everyone to create their very best work, as you will see from this remarkable collection of clips from his productions.
Item not scanned. Please try it again.
Maybe you can keep your voice down.
Card not authorized.
Yes,
Please
all right.
use an
I've got
alternative method of payment. Card not authorized. Please use an alternative method of payment.
Keep that.
Excuse me, you just need to eat now.
See? Got her all excited.
Oh. Hey, get your hands off my wife!
What?
I don't know what you again, Miss Pal. Asking her things, touching her up, but cut it out, I bloody well have you!
It's all right, Steve.
Listen, mate.
Leave it, Frank. Steve, we've all had too much to drink. Frank went a bit far, that's all. You okay, Ruth? Yes. Yes, honest, Steve. I'm fine.
Steve, no worries.
Yeah.
He'll behave himself from now on. More coffee, sweets?
In a minute.
We've got to get you out of here. I can survive anything, but you can't.
Too late. I breathe the air.
There's got to be something. There's got to be an antidote.
You said you would find.
And I take it back, all right? I take it all back, but not him! No, Yanto. No.
You've got a fire extinguisher.
Fine.
For putting out fires. I've got one in the car, but I may need something bigger.
There's a fellow round the corner reckoning to set fire to himself.
Yes, thank you. We're on top of that. How much can I give you for these?
Nice glasses.
Well, he can send himself to paradise. That's his choice, but he's not taking my eyebrows with him.
Do you still fancy me?
Of course I do.
No, not of course you do. You had sex with someone else. Why? What don't you get from me? Truthfully.
Surprise?
'Cause what? 'Cause I'm not inventive enough. I'm not experimental enough. Is that it? What is it you want? Hey? S&M?
Yeah.
Role play? Threesomes?
Don't put words in my mouth.
Dull, right? Well, I'm sorry. But if I'm dull, it's only because I've never slept with anyone apart from you.
It wasn't about you, Beth.
I don't understand. It wants me. You want me.
Not yet. You are incomplete.
Incomplete? What does that mean, incomplete? You can answer her, you can answer me. What do you mean, incomplete?
Monsieur, be careful.
Just a nightmare, Annette. Don't worry about it. Everyone has nightmares. You monsters from under the bed have nightmares, don't you, monster?
What do monsters have nightmares about?
Me!
Do you remember that laugh? Because I miss him, Marie. I miss him with every beat of my heart. So you should stay. Because the house belongs to both of us. I worked out this joint ownership thing. It's easy. You can have the upstairs and I can have the downstairs.
No, God's all is here.
Almost done, Mr. B.
20 seconds, meatballs.
Counting down. Oh, and if you don't like it and call me psychic, but I suspect you might not, then you can get your solicitor to talk to my solicitor. You know.
Don't mind me. Welcome home, sweethearts.
Oh, hey, you met my solicitor, remember? He's over there. He's the one with the pants on his head.
But he is an amazing talent, and more importantly, he's a remarkable man. This year's BAFTA Cymru Sian Phillips Award recipient is, of course, Celyn. Thank you, Russell, for your kind words. Wow, what a weekend. First the rugby, now this. Diolch BAFTA Cymru am yr anrhydedd anhygoel yma. I feel lucky to be living in what people are calling the golden age of television. I'm surrounded by so many fantastic writers and producers and people making more television for channels and streams and platforms than we've ever imagined could be. It's inspiring to see global shows like Da Vinci's Demons and The Bastard Executioner come to Wales and bring jobs and opportunities. And we in Wales, we're brilliantly placed to be centre stage in this golden age and to build on the fantastic work that Hinterland's done, telling and selling our stories to the rest of the world. We've got fantastic landscapes and locations, brilliant actors, the most amazing crews who aren't just the best in the world, but they're the nicest in the world. And it's that kindness that I benefited from when I started out, thanks to Carl Francis, who gave me my first job as a runner, driving a production larder car with a back seat full of potatoes and Rhys Ifans in the passenger seat. Thanks to the kind-hearted late Geraint Morris, who gave me my first directing break. And thanks to Russell and to Julie Gardner for believing that we in Wales could make TV that the whole world would want to tune in and watch, and for trusting me to direct Doctor Who. Thank you. Mam a Dad, diolch I chi am bopeth chi di roi fi. Fi mor ddiolchgar I chi yn eich caru chi'n fawr iawn. This year has been the best year ever. I've just got my first feature film into production. I've got married to my wonderful husband, Craig. Thank you to him for letting me disappear for weeks on end to do the job that I love doing. And now I've got this amazing award. Thank you very much, BAFTA Cymru. Diolch yn fawr.
Llongyfarchiadau mawr I Lyn. And so the drama continues with the award for, well, television drama. Y wobr am drama teledu sy'n nesa. Ac yma I gyflwyno'r wobr, mae actor ac uwchgynhyrchydd drama wedi ffilmio yma yng Nghymru o'r enw'r Bastard Executioner. And to hand this award over, a leading actor of V4's My Mad Fat Diary, and the new drama series, The Bastard Executioner. Joining him, it's a great honour to welcome the President of the Directors Guild of America and one of the most successful figures in the industry. His directing credits include episodes of ER, The West Wing, CSI, Lost, House, Law and Order, The Good Wife, Sons of Anarchy and Glee, to name but a few. Currently a director and executive producer on the aforementioned Bastard Executioner, made here in Wales. Joining Darren Evans, it's a great pleasure to introduce two-time Emmy Award winner, Paris Barclay.
Thank you. We're very, very proud to be here and represent. And to all of our crew that's out here that was nominated in other categories, congratulations. We love you. We love being in Wales. And thank you to the Minister for bringing us here, and Natasha and everyone from the government who supported our show. And believe you me, we're supporting Wales. I'm even a little hoarse from the rugby myself, and I don't even understand rugby. We've gathered tonight to celebrate the excellence and the beauty of Welsh creativity, talent and expression.
There are no finer examples of this than in the nominations for television drama, sponsored by Access Bookings. Let's take a look.
How's it above?
Under Milkwood.
Bosoms and robins.
Concertinas.
Ebenezer's bell.
Fighting and onions.
And sparrows and daisies. Tiddlers in a jam jar.
Buttermilk and whippets.
Rockabye baby.
Washing on the line.
And old girls in the snug. How's the tenors in Dolan?
A Gwill, Hinterland.
Ma'n yn gwybod lle I fi.
Cad y ben!
Chi jyst yn neud yn wath I chi.
Cad y ben wedi si! Wow nawr, bait! Sa'n mynd I gymryd y bai o'r beth fi heb wneud?
A Streic a Fi.
Beth yw o'n clywed bod ti'n mynd nôl? Mae perffaith hawl fi i'n rhoi'n heili cyn Scager. Be ffac sy'n bod yn y ti'n mynd I golli? Ond newn ni ddim o stico ni dy gilydd fan? Ti'n byw yn cloud cuckoo land. Mae stockpiles o lod â nhw.
And the BAFTA Cymru Award goes to The Strike of V.
Diolch yn fawr iawn I S4C a Gwawr Lloyd ac I BAFTA Cymru am yr anrhydedd. I have made one mistake tonight. When I saw the calibre of the nominees, I assumed I wouldn't have to make a speech, but I'm very proud to be up here. My thanks go to the whole cast and crew who embraced this very important project for us. Mae 'na ddiolchiadau eraill da fi. I'd like to thank our creative producer, Lowry Glein, also the fabulous Gwyneth Lewis for her screenplay. Ashley Way did an amazing job. Diolch yn fawr, Ashley. And last but not least to Pippa Davis, who wrote and published The Gritties, the novel on which A Streic of V is based. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi gyd.
The popular expression, if it ain't on the page, it ain't on the stage, is particularly apt for our next award.
Their accomplished works not only represent the talent of the artist, but the hugely impressive state of the art. This is sponsored by Ethos. The BAFTA Cymru nominees for writer are
Andy Goddard and Celyn Jones set fire to the stars.
Taking it away.
Why do you have to ruin it? Label it!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He syniad hi yw yn ynddo fe?
Na beth, mae'r ddoi ni moyn.
Roger Williams, Tir.
Country. Roped in some locals to do it up. Like load of bitch yn gwedi nawr.
Celyn! Sôn ffaith bod arian dy ti'n dod mas o twll y dyn di'n golygu bod hawl dy ti'n neud beth ti'n moyn. Sy'n well ta boi lleo sy'n prynu'r lle?
Gwyneth Lewis, Y Streic a Fi.
Carys, ti'n gwybod beth sy'n horrible? Mae fe'n wir. Mae ten yn un rubbish. Ei, paid y gweud na. Ti o bloody Walt. Dad yn mynd i'r jal. Popeth yn just messed up.
And the BAFTA Cymru Award for Writer goes to Roger Williams, Tir.
Diolch yn fawr, BAFTA Cymru. Thank you, BAFTA. A better writer than me once said that there'd be a few occasions in my career where I'd felt as though I'd written something that was special, that was important. And this is true of Tir. It wouldn't have had the same resonance and urgency, however, if I hadn't been invited into so many homes of farmers and their families in rural West Wales who spoke to me about their fears for the future of their industry. It was an eye-opener, especially when I was asked to help catch an escaped cow on the farmyard. Mae rhaid I fi ddiolch I Gwawr Martha Lloyd, David Rhys a phawb yn S4C sydd wedi bod mor gefnogol o'r prosiect hwn ac o'n nghwmni bach ni joio. Diolch yn fawr iawn I Lee Haven-Jones am ei gyfarwyddo arbennig iawn. I fy mhartner, a'n fab, am alluogi fi I weithio oriau mor hir. Tremendous thanks to the cast and the crew. We asked a lot of them. It was November, it was Carmarthenshire, it was wet, it was cold, it was muddy, and being a writer-producer, I asked them to work with pigs, with cows, with sheep, guns, and the occasional tractor. I didn't make life easy, but I'm tremendously proud of this project and of this award. Diolch yn fawr iawn, thank you.
Now, these nominees have assembled exceptional casts and given them the freedom to explore their roles, encouraging them to bring the script to life through their individual creativity.
In the award sponsored by Champagne Taittinger, the nominations for Director Fiction are
Kevin Allen, Dan y Wenallt.
Waldor Gwydman ydw I nawr.
Here's my letter.
Pip Broughton and Bethan Jones, under Milkwood.
The Sailor's Arms. Pint of stout with an egg in it. There's a letter for him.
It's another paternity summons, Mr. Waldor.
Ashley Way, A Streic a Fi.
And the British Academy Cymru Award goes to Ashley Way, A Streic a Fi.
wow. Diolch yn fawr iawn, thank you very much. Anyone who's worked with me will know I tend not to say very much, so I'll keep this very brief. Diolch yn fawr iawn I BAFTA Cymru ac I S4C. Diolch gwawr. Diolch I bawb yn Boom Cymru. Thank you to Ronu, Lona, Gwyneth and Pippa for the original material, which was so wonderful. Diolch I Lori Glein and to an amazing cast and crew who made a little go a very long way. Amazing work to everyone. I'd also like to thank my wonderful little family for all their support who made all this possible, especially to Kath. I love you all. Thank you. Good night.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Paris a Darren hefyd. Ymlaen yn ni at y wobr nesaf, photography and lighting now. And to present the award, Ben Lofty-Chilton and nurse Robin Miller from BBC's Casualty. Please give a warm welcome, rhowch croeso cynnes I Amanda Henderson and Lee Mead.
It's fantastic to be here to honour Welsh creativity in film and television, of which photography and lighting are such an important part.
The following clips show just a small glimpse of their visual contribution to the magic of film and television. In a category sponsored by ELP, here are the nominees.
Owen McPolin, Da Vinci's Demons.
Why are you keeping me alive?
Because I like you. Yet she deludes.
Chris Scager, Set Fire to the Stars.
As large as the dead, rides the imaginations of the male wards.
She has come possessed, who admits the delusive light.
Eisiau delivery arall fori.
Stuart Biddlecombe, Tir.
Beth?
Mae Arwel di gofyn am ragor o bai.
O, gwranda. Ni di mentig ffortiwn I droi'r shed fach yn gegin.
Ie, ni'n goffod watcho pob cinog sy'n mynd mas ar hyn o bryd.
Okay, the BAFTA Cymru Award goes to Owen McPolin, Da Vinci's Demons. Sadly, our winner can't be here tonight, but BAFTA will ensure that this gets to him very soon. Just don't take it home with you.
I'll try not to. With our next award, we celebrate storytellers, men and women whose accomplishments have enlightened us, opened our eyes to subjects we knew nothing about, and made us think.
The passion unites this year's nominees for single documentary, sponsored by Gennaro. Here's just a small taste of their achievements.
Come on in, guys.
Jamie Bolsh, Looking for My Birth Mum.
This is my mum.
Hello?
A gath y ddau glwb ffein.
Malcolm Allen, Cyfle Arall.
10,000. Ac oedd y tro gynta I cwbr cael ffein fel hyn. Erioed dwi'n meddwl. Ac fi oedd yr achos am hynny. Faint o'n i'n yfad oedd yn effeithio ffordd o'n i'n meddwl.
Michael Sheen's Valleys Rebellion.
I want to go on a journey through those same South Wales valleys and find out why politicians and the people seem further apart now than ever.
We owe it to our ancestors, like the Chartists, to keep fighting for justice and democracy and equality.
The BAFTA Cymru Award for Single Documentary goes to Jamie Bolsh, Looking for My Birth Mum.
Thank you very much, BAFTA Cymru. This was a very honest film. We really didn't know what was going to happen. So first I'd like to thank BBC Wales, Adrian Davis, Christine McCauley for taking a big risk with us. For the amazing support from Maya and Emir at Avanti Media, for fantastic development by Connie Fisher here, by amazing editing by Andrew Gwynn, for the support of my wife Charlotte, who's here, I just must say that. But most of all, you've got to thank an amazing man who was incredibly brave to open up his life to us, and in the process help so many people out there. So, Jamie Bolsh.
Thank you. I got to say something first, something a bit funny. Last year I got invited to present 2 of these awards, and I was out the back and I said, somebody take a photograph of me with it, like that. And I put it on my Facebook, sat down in the audience, and about 4 hours later when I got home, it was like hundreds of people had said, congratulations for winning this award. So it is an honour to get it a year later, so no, I do really appreciate that. Yeah, filming this was very difficult for me. It was something which I really wanted to do, to open up the opportunity for people to see what adoption's really all about. And my mum and dad, my adopted parents, are my life force. They've been my everything. So I just wanted to show the world how amazing they are. So thank you very much. Thanks very much for the team. And it's lovely to meet my birth mother. It's been brilliant. Cheers.
Okay, in our next category are 3 incredibly gifted presenters in 3 very different situations. They're each original, compelling and unrivaled.
The BAFTA Cymru nominations for presenter, sponsored by Deloitte, are...
Rhod Gilbert, RAF fighter pilot. Rhod Gilbert's work experience.
If that was any indication of what it's going to be like in a fast jet, it's going to be bloody horrible. Because I can only imagine that it's 500 times worse in that bloody jet.
Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen, A Valley's Rebellion.
I've been very quiet all that day. Now the reality is probably starting to hit him. This is going to be a night that he might not return from.
What did Dylan Thomas do during the war?
Owen Shears, Dylan Thomas, A Poet's Guide.
A modernist poet and a political refusenik. But it was also one which would contribute to a crucial change in Thomas's poetry, when Dylan Thomas the poet became Dylan Thomas the propaganda writer.
Okay, and the BAFTA goes to Rhod Gilbert. Sadly, Rhod also couldn't be here tonight, but we'll make sure he gets this. So. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lee and Amanda. Ac I gloi heno, fyddwn ni at wobr arbennig yr Academy Brydeinig yng Nghymru am gyfraniad rhagorol I deledu. Now to our final award of the night, the BAFTA Special Award for Outstanding Contribution to Television, supported by Sony. And to tell us more about our recipient, please welcome former BBC Director of Nations and Regions, Pat Lochry.
Ladies and gentlemen, I worked with the winner of tonight's special award, Minna Richards, for 10 wonderful years. Never have 2 people derived more fun from twisting the tail of the London media establishment than the 2 of us did. In all of my life, there's no book dedication that has ever meant more to me or that I love more than one that was written by Minna's late great husband, Patrick Hannan. And Patrick wrote simply, "No Minna, no book." And in my turn, I say with real conviction, no Minna, no role model for women at the very top of broadcasting in Wales. No manner, no proof that a triumphant ITV and BBC career can be forged far, far away from the metropolitan smug centre in London. No manner, no tireless advocate for broadcasting in Welsh at the very top of broadcasting. No manner, no proof that you can win your way to the very top and the most influential tables in broadcasting without being a sycophant. No manner, and I can say this with truth and conviction because I was there too, no manner, no network supply strategy, no Doctor Who in Cardiff, no Torchwood, no Coal House, no Sherlock, no Ashes to Ashes, no Tribe. No manner, no jobs for a whole generation of creatives here in Wales. For me, and for many of us here in this great hall, the very name Menna Richards represents a relentless spirit of "we'll bloody show them." Menna embodies fun and devilment, and she inspires achievement, friendship, and lasting respect.
The thing about Menna was confidence. You knew when you were working with Menna what she wanted to achieve, but much more than that, you knew you were going to get there.
Working for Menna was always a roller coaster. She is very steely, she's very determined, she's very ambitious, she's absolutely clear about what she wants, but on top of all of that, she's an extraordinarily good laugh.
Menna was wonderful to work with. She trusted people. She believed in people who had a vision, and she empowered people.
Working with Menna was challenging in a good way. It was exciting.
As a woman, I think she's an inspiration. As a senior manager, she was an extraordinary leader. And I think for Welsh drama and for BBC Wales, she really, really birthed something very, very special.
What she did in terms of transforming network television production in Wales is extraordinary. Lots of people have talked about it to that point. Menna did it, and she drove it through a force of personality, a clarity about what she wanted to achieve, and her ability to get the very best people focused on the issue.
She still has a passion for what she does, and I think it's exhibiting that passion and sharing in that passion and sharing in that drive to ensure that the creative industries are filled with people who have a voice, and also that people are represented. She was keen that all elements of society in Wales were represented.
She always pushes the limit. Just when you think, okay, maybe we can just calm down for a while now after we've had that push, she always has that idea for moving on to the next thing. So I guess what I've learnt from her is never to be happy with the status quo. Persevere when you think that things are maybe lost, and they usually aren't, particularly if you've got Menna on your side.
And if you started to doubt, she'd drop the glasses lower on her nose, she'd look you in the eye over the top of her glasses, and she'd convince you that you could do it. And when you look at what she achieved in her time here at BBC Wales, well, that's all the proof you need. She changed the game.
Menna understands broadcasting inside out. I don't think that the creative industries in Wales would be what it is today without her contribution.
For the first time, Wales became genuinely a centre of excellence for drama, and that is really all down to Menna's extraordinary leadership.
Menna cares very much. She also cultivates, challenges, and then creates. And I think very few people do all of that.
I would like to say to Menna Richards, when are we getting drunk? When are we having dinner?
I'm thrilled that BAFTA Cymru is recognising everything you've achieved. You deserve this because you've left an extraordinary legacy for creative people right across Wales, people who wanted to do their best work and wanted to do it here in Wales, and you gave them that platform.
I owe her a huge debt and thank her literally from the bottom of my heart. She's a wonderful person.
And one thing I would like to thank Menna for that I have actually stolen from her and do use now, which comes in very, very useful, is the one and only look over the top of the glasses, where people think, oh dear, what's coming? What have I done wrong? Not quite the same effect, but it does work.
The recipient of the 2015 BAFTA Award for her outstanding contribution to television is Menna Richards.
Diolch yn fawr, BAFTA. Thank you, Pat. Diolch yn fawr, BAFTA, am yr anrhydedd anhygoel yma. They'll never let me live this down, so I'm going to do it. It's not that scary. And Julie Gardner, wherever you are, just let me know, and I'll book dinner. I'm really thrilled by this. Thank you so much. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi, BAFTA Cymru. Throughout my career, I've been lucky enough to have worked with so many brilliantly, extraordinarily talented and creative people, all passionate about achieving the highest possible standards. And of course, many of them are here tonight. It's wonderful to see Airos win the Sean Phillips Award and to be presented by Russell. Two people who I've admired and respected enormously and been fortunate enough to work with for many years. And it's great to see the kind of ambition and achievement and brilliance of all of the people here tonight celebrated by BAFTA. I've never been in any doubt, no doubt at all, that Wales and its creative community can and does make a real difference. Here in Wales, of course, but also on a UK stage and internationally. It is an unstoppable powerhouse of talent that we recognise here tonight. But some of the organisations that support and nurture this talent are under threat. We know that the BBC and S4C are in danger from the Westminster Government's charter renewal process. And this, despite the success that we celebrate tonight, despite the broadcasters and their success, their economic value, their international reputation, their popularity amongst the public, and all that they do to back the kind of creativity that we're celebrating here tonight. It's a dangerous time, so please don't leave it to the politicians to sort it out. Make your voices heard. You are strong and successful. You know what you're doing, and you can make a real difference. Think of yourselves as Dan Bigger, Twickenham last night, showing the brilliance and the steely determination to take on the world. You can do it too. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
And with that, we have come to the end of the 2015 BAFTA Cymru Awards. Mae wedi bod yn faint cael eich cwmni chi yma heno. Gobeithio bod chi wedi joio mas draw. Congratulations, of course, go to all the winners and all the nominees. But tonight's not just about them. Tonight's about every single person associated with film and television here in Wales. And to all those people who watch and enjoy what we create, who are transported to new worlds, inspired and captivated by the imagination, skill and creativity of everyone in this room and in the industry. Without them, we simply wouldn't be here at all tonight. tonight. My thanks to all of the wonderful award presenters, our guest artists and our brilliant house band who've been sounding wonderful all night. The celebrations continue outside, of course, and to get us in this party spirit, we'll leave you with the band who are going to play us out, and while they do that, we'd like to invite all of tonight's winners to come down and join us on stage with their trophies in hands so that we can all acknowledge their huge success. Get your camera phones out. Diolch I gyd am eich cwmni a'ch croeso. This has been the BAFTA Cymru Awards. I've been Hugh Stevens. Nos da!